Good evening, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. Government investigation and action weak in curbing money laundering. Out of the 2,552 complaints filed, only 78 reached the court. Delays also observed in handing out verdicts. Prime Minister Pushpa Dahal speaks of maintaining good governance while providing support to controversial individuals, remains silent while serious questions are being raised against ministers. The Russia-Ukraine war enters its third year today. Families of those recruited in the Russian army accuse the government of hiding actual number of deaths of Nepali nationals in the war. And Nepal up against Netherlands tomorrow in the last match of the ongoing ICC World Cricket League 2 Tri-Series. Both teams looking to register their second win of the series. At a time when international financial institutions have been raising questions regarding concerned Nepal government entities' failure in controlling money laundering, a few individuals have been termed guilty by the court. The special court has convicted operators of cooperatives as well as politicians who had occupied government land for money laundering. This also shows that the government has failed to prevent such illegal activities. The special court on 11th of February earlier this month convicted CPN Maoist Center leader Gagan Puri for money laundering. The court ordered a fine of 40 million rupees. Likewise, the special court on 5th of this month handed out a fine of 3 billion rupees to the operator of civil cooperatives Icharaz Tamang on the charge of money laundering. The recent verdicts by the special court show that illegal activities are being conducted with the backing from politicians and business persons, and that the government has been unable to prevent them. 2,552 complaints have been filed at the Department of Money Laundering investigation between the fiscal year 2066 and 2079, while only 78 complaints have reached the court. According to data, within the past 10 years, orders have been issued to seize properties worth more than 4 billion rupees out of cases filed against properties worth a total of 7 billion rupees. However, only a few cases that reached the apex court have been concluded. So far, the Supreme Court has issued verdicts including fines of 210 million rupees and to seize illegal assets worth 30 million rupees. The apex court had also convicted 7 individuals for investing money to spread terrorism based on the investigation conducted by the Department of Money Laundering investigation. According to the Nepal Rashtra Bank, banking transactions of 430 individuals in the country are suspicious at the moment, as their sources of income have not been revealed. The Central Investigation Bureau, CIB, of Nepal Police has been directed to conduct investigation on the properties of individuals involved in criminal activities. Likewise, recommendations have also been made to conduct investigations for money laundering on the alleged individuals of the fake Bhutanese refugee case and the 60-kilogram gold smuggling case. Money earned through 32 types of crimes, including organized crime, forging documents, arms deal, and theft, among others, have been defined as acts of money laundering. In our public voice segment today, we have asked people in several provinces, why has Prime Minister Pushpa Dahal failed to relieve ministers who have failed to fulfill their duties and have been dragged into controversies? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
अब कारबाही गर्ने बित्तिकै तपाईको सरकारले ढल्ने सम्भावना हुने हुँदा कारबाही नगरेको
प्रधानमन्त्री नै हजुरको आफैमा खराब भएको हुनाले काम गर्न नसक्ने भएको हुनाले उहाँले काम नगर्ने खराब मन्त्रीहरूलाई चाहिँ निकाल्न नसक्नु भएको
सरकार आफै मिलेको छ जस्तो लाग्छ यसमा त्यही भएर उले कारबाही नगरेको
गठबन्धनमा टिकेको सरकार हो त्यसैले गर्दा आफ्नो हुन सक्छ निजी स्वार्थले गर्दा पनि सरकारले चाहिँ कारबाही गर्न नसकेको भ्रष्टाचारीहरूलाई
मुख्य त प्रधानमन्त्रीले नै जानु पर्यो एकसम्म
भ्रष्टाचार गरेको मन्त्रीहरूले राखिएको कारण कुर्सीको लोभ हुन सक्छ
अन्य भ्रष्टाचार मन्त्रीहरूको कमिसनको चक्करमा खेल हुन सक्छ, त्यही कारणले नहटाउन सक्यो होला।
उहाँलाई पनि अलिकति डर होला नि कि म हटाएपछि म पनि ढल्न सक्छु, त्यही भएर
आफू अनुकूलको चाहिँ मन्त्री बनाउन पाइसकेपछि उनीहरूले आफूले भनेको जस्तो कुराहरू गर्न पाइन्छ।
गठबन्धन टिकाउनको निमित्त आफ्नो चाहिँ स्वार्थको निमित्त मात्रै प्रधानमन्त्री लागेको कारणले गर्दा
अरू मन्त्रीलाई हटाउन खोज्दाखेरि स्वयं प्रधानमन्त्रीज्यू आफैको पनि पद चाहिँ धरापमा पर्ने हुन्छ। त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि नै हो
भ्रष्टाचारी, देशद्रोही र स्वार्थमा निहित भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि हाल प्रधानमन्त्रीले हटाउन सकिरहेको छैनन्।
आफ्नै सरकार ढल्छ कि भन्ने अब प्रधानमन्त्रीलाई डर होला।
अहिलेको सरकार भनेको गठबन्धनको सरकार छ, जसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अब एकाधिकार निर्णय गर्न सकिन्न।
मिलिजुली सरकार चलाइरहेछ, सब मिलिजुली बाटी खाइरहेछ।
Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal has always claimed of maintaining good governance. He has been reiterating that the government would not compromise on any issues regarding good governance. However, his actions contradict his words. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal, during the parliamentary party meeting of CPN Maoist Center held in Singadara earlier today, said that a conclusion would be reached after studying the report on the Balkumari incident. The commission formed by the government to probe into the Balkumari incident that claimed the lives of 2 youths termed Minister for Fiscal Infrastructure Prakash Jwala guilty. It has been 1 week since the report was submitted to Premier Dahal. However, he has yet to take action against Minister Jwala. This has started affecting the parliamentary proceedings as well. Questions have also started being raised on other ministers that are in the Dahal-led government. The Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority, CIAA, has been investigating Minister for Health, Mohan Bahadur Basnet, for his alleged involvement in the irregularities in the procurement of Terramox. Likewise, Minister for Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation, Sudan Kirati, who is also the chairperson of the Lumbini Development Trust, had made a controversial decision to provide the land of Gautam Buddha pilgrimage site to a private company on lease. The Prime Minister has yet to take action against him as well. The Chief Secretary has also been dragged into an investigation of the CIAA. The Premier has failed to interfere with other government entities in order to maintain good governance. The government has also failed to conclude high-profile cases. The Nepal Tourism Board is the main government entity to promote tourism in the country. However, as the tourism season is about to start, the Nepal Tourism Board has been without a leadership since the past 1 month. With the formation of the subcommittee formed 15 days ago to appoint the Chief Executive Officer of Nepal Tourism Board, a meeting has not been able to sit yet. Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal, while completing his 1-year term, had announced that the government had a target of bringing 2 million tourists into the country this year, which is double compared to last year. To achieve the target announced by Premier Dahal, the related ministry, Nepal Tourism Board and the private sector should have coordinated with each other for tourism promotion in the national and international regions. However, neither the related ministry nor the Nepal Tourism Board have shown any interest in the promotion. At a time when the booking season starts in April, the Nepal Tourism Board is without a CEO and the Managing Board also has only 6 out of 11 members. It's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what's your take on the trend of appointing close aides by pretending to fulfill required processes? 17% voted for A, injustice to the qualified, 38% for B, deceptive tactics, and 45% for C, abuse of authority. And here's today's question. Why has the government, which aims of bringing in 2 million tourists into the country, not taken interest in tourism promotion? Your options are A, not putting words into action, B, no work plan, and C, not necessary. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for the international updates. The Russia-Ukraine war has entered its third year today. As the second anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion is being marked, the conflict will be determined not just on the battlefield, but also in Western capitals and other places far from the front lines. With Ukrainian forces on the back foot, short of ammunition and forced to retreat in some areas, Kiev's ability to repel Russia's invasion depends heavily on Western military, financial, and political backing. The facts and figures compiled citing Council of Foreign Relations in New York show that in almost 2 years since Russia's full-scale invasion, Ukraine has recaptured 54% of occupied territory, while Russia still occupies 18% of the country. Ukraine's 2023 offensive has achieved minor territorial gains, but the front lines have remained stable for almost a year. Both sides have dug in, making breakthroughs increasingly difficult, and the number of military casualties has climbed to an estimated 500,000. Meanwhile, Russia continues to bombard Ukrainian cities and blockade its ports, and Ukraine has stepped up drone attacks on Russian ships and infrastructure. Since January 2022, Ukraine has received nearly $350 billion in aid, including $77 billion from the United States, though it warns of donor fatigue. Fighting and airstrikes have inflicted nearly 22,000 civilian casualties, while 5.1 million people are internally displaced. 6.2 million have fled Ukraine, while 17.6 million people need humanitarian assistance. Western leaders have visited Kiev as the Russia-Ukraine war enters its third year today. Western leaders arrived in Kiev to show solidarity with Ukraine on the second anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion. Russian troops launched the operation 2 years ago today, beginning a long, grinding war. Over the past year, Ukraine launched a counter-offensive attempting to retake territory from Russia, but this largely failed. Ukrainian forces have withdrawn from the eastern town of Avdiivka in Russia's biggest victory since the fall of Bakhmut in May last year. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky also faces a tough challenge in ensuring international financial and military support for the war from Western allies continues. However, Ukraine has successfully inflicted naval losses on Russia in the Black Sea and ended a blockade of its ports. Back home, families of those who have been recruited in the Russian army have complained that the government has remained indifferent towards their rescue, even though the number of deaths of Nepali nationals in the war-torn country has been on the rise. They have blamed the government of hiding the actual number of deaths and injured Nepali nationals in the war. Organizing a press meet earlier today, the families of those who have been killed in the Russia-Ukraine war while fighting from the Russian side claimed that at least 16 Nepali nationals have died so far. They said that 116 Nepali nationals have been injured and 272 have gone missing after joining the Russian army. They have demanded for diplomatic efforts to repatriate the bodies of those who have died, compensation and facilities for the families, search those who have gone missing, and to take action against those involved in luring individuals to join the Russian army. The families have also said that those recruited in the Russian army have not been provided their salaries. They have also demanded for efforts from the government to ensure their payment.
Sports news.
Nepal are up against Netherlands tomorrow in the last match of the ongoing ICC World Cricket League 2 Tri-Series. The match at the Tribhuvan University Cricket Ground in Kantipur is scheduled to start at 9:30 a.m. Netherlands, who had defeated Bangladesh and South Africa in the last World Cup, suffered a thumping loss to Nepal by 9 wickets in the first encounter between the two teams in the series. However, Nepal had suffered losses in the series in both the matches played against Namibia. Nepal lost by 4 wickets in the first encounter and suffered a 2-wicket loss in the second encounter. Meanwhile, Netherlands defeated Namibia in their first match and suffered a loss in their second encounter yesterday. Both Nepal and Netherlands won 1 match each and suffered 2 losses each in the series. For Nepal to register a win tomorrow in the last match of the series, top order batsmen Kushal Bhurtel, Asif Sheikh, Anil Shah, Dev Khanal and skipper Rohit Kumar Paudel must perform well. Namibia lead the table with 6 points from 4 matches. Nepal are in the second spot with 2 points from 3 matches, while Netherlands are third with also 2 points from 3 matches. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.